All right, let's get straight to it. This isn't just another talk. This is a direct lesson for those of you who aspire to lead, not to be led. Today, we're laying out the strategy for reclaiming your mental throne in this crazy modern attention economy. Let's begin.
This right here is our foundation. You've got to understand, sovereignty isn't some title that's handed to you. It's an active state of being, a power you have to build, to cultivate. It's the ability to be the one and only one writing the script for your own actions and decisions.
So, let's start by defining the territory you're meant to govern. I want you to think of your mind as your own personal kingdom. You are its rightful ruler, and believe me, the quality of your reign is what determines the quality of your entire life.
Now, what's really fascinating here is that this is a two-front war. Sovereignty means freedom from all that external manipulation, for sure. But, and this is crucial, it also means freedom from the tyranny of your own undisciplined impulses. It's about total self-mastery. And look, this isn't some new age idea. This is ancient wisdom. Plato understood this thousands of years ago. The ultimate prison isn't one with physical bars, right? The real prison is a mind that isn't its own master. Without that internal control, freedom is just, well, it's an illusion. Okay, so now that you understand your kingdom, you have to recognize the forces that are, right now, laying siege to it. We are living in a constant, silent war for control of your mental territory.
And make no mistake, your attention is the most valuable commodity on the planet. The giants of technology are in a relentless war to capture it. They use weaponized psychology, things like intermittent variable rewards, the same principle that makes a slot machine so addictive, to get you hooked on that unpredictable thrill of a new notification. It keeps you scrolling, distracted, and ultimately weak. So this is the choice right in front of you every single moment of every day. Are you the sovereign ruler, intentional, self-governed, focused? Or are you the mindless subject, reactive, enslaved to every little impulse and algorithm, and just constantly distracted? You're choosing one of these two paths with every action you take. Recognizing the battle, that's the first step. The next is to actually forge the weapons to win it. This is all about training. It's about turning your mind from a passive battlefield into an impenetrable fortress, with you in command. The core idea here is so simple. Your mind is a muscle. And scientifically, this is literally true. Intense focus strengthens your neural pathways by increasing something called myelination. Think of it like putting better insulation on an electrical wire. It makes the signal faster and clearer. If you let your mind stay distracted, those pathways get weak. But if you train it with deep work, these focused, unbroken periods of concentration, it gets stronger, more resilient, and way more powerful. And this is how we actually do it. The science is called neuroplasticity. Your brain can physically reorganize itself by forming new connections. You know the saying, neurons that fire together, wire together. So step 1, identify the habit that's stealing your power, that mindless scrolling. Step 2, issue a new decree, a conscious action to replace it. And step 3, practice with ruthless consistency every single time you do it. You are physically strengthening your rule and rewiring your brain for sovereignty. Theory is completely useless without action. A sovereign doesn't just wish for control, they command it. So your very first command, your first royal decree over the kingdom of your mind, has to be focus. Here's your training regimen. Forget all the complex systems. We start with the Pomodoro method. But don't think of this as some simple productivity hack. Think of it as lifting weights for your brain. Choose one single task. Set a timer for just 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes of absolute undivided focus. No phone, no extra tabs, no interruptions. This simple practice builds your cognitive stamina, just like exercise builds physical endurance. Over time, you increase the duration, strengthening your ability to command your own mind. So why is this training so critical? Because your attention literally creates your reality. It is the internal GPS that guides your life. If you program it to notice distraction and outrage, well, that's the world you're going to live in. But if you program it to notice opportunity and knowledge, your reality will completely transform. You decide the destination. And this, right here, this is the ultimate takeaway. Anyone can manage a schedule, anyone can make a to-do list. That's the work of a clerk. A sovereign doesn't manage time, a sovereign governs attention. That is the domain you must master. It is the true source of your power. So, There you have it. The strategy is laid bare. The training regimen is clear. Your throne isn't lost, it's just been unoccupied. It's waiting for you to claim it. The only question left is, what's the first command you're going to issue today?
Answering that question and then taking action, that's the work of a lifetime. And this channel is your training ground. So if you're serious about this path, if you're serious about becoming a sovereign and elite individual, make sure you're subscribed. The training continues. Now go and claim your throne.